Hey YouTube. Well, it's the 6th of June in north central PA, and the temperature is almost 80 in the greenhouse here. Our cabbage are starting to make little heads now, which is nice. So they're pretty much on schedule. The broccoli, we've cut a lot of broccoli off of here already, and you can see some of it's gone to seed already. So not much going to be left from that, so I'm going to cut the stalk out of there and give it to the chickens. The lettuce, my wife keeps pecking at it, but it's still wanting to grow. It's getting a little bit tougher than it was before, which it's still very good. But yeah, you can see the broccoli, how nice some of the heads are there. This one here will have to be cut off tonight, and that'll probably be the last one before it goes to seed. And then the peppers are getting very nice. You can see the size of that one. I think you can see that. And there's three there. This one doesn't have any growing yet, but you can see they're starting to grow by looking at the flower there. And there's one right there then in front of my hand. There's a really nice, this one got very nice there. Another one. There's 3, 4 more there. 3 more here. There's a nice sized one. And then there's 3 here coming. And the plants have some flowers on. They've been dropping some flowers because the temperatures have been so weird. And then my tomato plants, remember I said to you that they would grow up to the ceiling. You can see the first one and the last 2 are already up there. And they're starting to give more flowers. I really cut them back the other day. I cut a lot of foliage off of these plants. You can tell more from back on this side, just what all I cut off. Some of them, this was something I cut off the other day. I missed. This one's a little wilted today because of the heat. It went from, I think it was 48 2 days ago at night. So the temperatures have really shot up there. And we're also getting a lot more flowers. The tomatoes themselves are growing pretty nice. You can see there's quite a few tomatoes in here. And they're starting to grow on this one. And here we have some nice ones. They're growing pretty well. I'll give you a perspective with my hand. Haven't gotten any on these last couple of plants. However, we're getting some new flowers. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, right there. There's some flowers there, and there's a bunch of flowers at that upper one there. So they'll start to give me some tomatoes. Now you can see where these flowers here, let me just back up a little bit. These flowers here are not going to give tomatoes. They're already gone to seed. So that's why I cut back on the plants really hard, to get them to flower again and to this time give some fruit. So one of the problems I think I had this past year was I had the tomatoes in a grow light, under a grow light, to get them started, and I really think that this stem, they became leggy rather than, you know, bulky. These stems should have been much heavier, and you can see the stems, like this stem is fairly small. When you look at this one, it's sort of thick, and that's the ones that have the tomatoes on them. Okay, the thinner ones, like this one, doesn't really have anything on it yet. It's flowers that are coming there, you can see. You need a thicker stem, I believe, in order to get the fruit to come. But it's pretty weird because they're a lot thicker at the top there, the vine, than what they are at the bottom. And I think that causes a problem for the plant to get food. But just going to keep watering them. and keep giving them their feed. And last year it took me about this length of time to get them to start to give tomatoes, and it was unbelievable what took place there after that. So we'll see what happens here. So that's where I'm at so far with the greenhouse. Like I say, it's June 6th. And the pepper plants are coming pretty good. You can see that I staked them not long ago, and this I would have put this fairly close to the top of the plant, the tie, and I got at least a 6 inches or 8 inches of growth on the plant, as well as the size of the pepper there. So yeah, so they're doing good. I can't wait for the cabbages to get finished up, because I really like making sauerkraut, and that's what I'll probably do with most of these. Although we also like cabbage and green beans and ham, which makes a good meal. So we're making a lot of that. I've been trimming a lot of the leaves off of the cabbage, and I give them to the chickens, but I don't want to give them too many leaves, because it seems like it affects their egg laying. Okay, so that's where I'm at so far. Have a good one, guys.